In this video, we're going to look at how to do logarithms on the calculator. We actually have two different log buttons on a calculator. The first one does logs with base 10, and these are called common logs. The log button on a calculator evaluates common logs. So if we go to our calculator here, we don't see any log buttons on the main screen, but anytime you're looking for something and you don't see it on the main screen, you want to click on the FUNC because that brings up some more options. And here's the log button. So the log button does logs with base 10, and it doesn't put the base in there, but that's kind of implied. So for example, I know that the log base 10 of 100 is 2 because 10 squared is 100. And if I do log of 100, I do in fact get 2. I can test out some other logs. If I want to, I could try log of 1,000. That should be 3. Log of 10,000, that's going to be 4, etc. So the other log button does logs with base E, and those are called natural logs, and the LN button evaluates natural logs. So going back to my calculator, I see the LN button right here next to the log button. Usually they're pretty close together since they're related. And so if I try to do natural log of 100, I'm not going to get 2, I'm going to get something else. And I'm going to get a decimal, 4.60517, because I have a different base, which is E. And remember from earlier, E is a number that's approximately 2.718. So what this means is that if I do e to the power of 4.605, I should get about 100. And you can see as I put in more digits after the decimal point, it's getting closer and closer to 100. So LN button is base E, so there's like a small e. It's not actually written there, but that's kind of implied, and then the log button does logs with base 10. So we're going to use our calculator to solve this problem. The formula gives the time that it takes for an investment to double if interest is compounded annually. T is time in years and R is interest rate. So this is the doubling time, or time it takes for you to have twice as much money as what you originally started with, however much that was. The question is, how long to the next whole year will it take money to double if it is invested at 20% compounded annually? Now 20% is a pretty ridiculous interest rate, but this is a book problem, so we're just going to go with it. So when we are entering R into the formula, we need to enter it as a decimal. So I need to convert my 20% to a decimal, percent per 100, divide by 100, and that's 0.2, 2/10. So in my formula, I have ln of 2 divided by ln of 1 plus r. So natural log of 2, I'm just going to do that on the calculator, and then divided by natural log of 1 plus 0.2, or 1.2. So on my calculator, I'm going to open that back up. We're going to, we can use the ln button first, or we could put the fraction in first. I'll kind of do it with the ln first here. So we're doing natural log of 2. It always puts parentheses around the input for the log, so you're going to need to close those parentheses there. Then I can hit the divided by to make it a fraction. Or I can use this a over b button to set up the fraction first. Sometimes that's a little more convenient. Either way, you should end up with the same thing. Go back and get my ln button again here. And then this is 1 plus 0.2, or I could just type 1.2, either way. And then I have my closed parentheses after that. So I see my answer here is 3.80. So I'll write this, and then it says to the next whole year. And so going up to the next year, that's going to be 4 years, rounding up. And so it will take me 4 years for my money to double if I have the wonderful interest rate of 20%.